Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. My name is Tori Solis, and today I'm going to be softening up a bag of clay. I've got this bag of Laguna Speckled Buff that is too hard for me to work with. It's not bone dry, but it's too hard for me to wedge it, so I need to soften it up so that I can throw with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this back of a Kemper tool, or whatever you happen to have handy, and I'm just going to make some indentions into the clay. Some people make these deeper, but if you make them too deep, you have to wedge out the air pockets that you can create, and I'm not trying to do that, so I'm just making some indents all around the bag of the clay with this Kemper tool. You can use a broom handle, a rolling pin, anything really that's not going to stab the bag open but can make some indentions. You can take all the clay out and poke it with your fingers if you want to. That's also an option, but if you create a bunch of holes, you're going to have to wedge the holes out, which is honestly a pain in the butt. Now that I've made these indentions, I'm going to open up this bag of clay and I'm going to pour a little bit of water on the inside of it. I had to loosen up the bag before I poured the water into the bag, or all of the water would have just sat on the top, and that's not great. I'm adding about a half a cup of water into the bag of clay that I've loosened up. I'm going to go ahead and tighten that up, and I'm going to tie it off. Put the little zip tie thingy back on top of it, and I'm going to stick this bag of clay with a half a cup of water into this bucket. Once I have it in this bucket, I'm going to grab the hose and I'm going to start to fill this bucket up with water. And we're going to change camera angles because this just makes more sense. So I'm filling up this bucket, but I'm not going to fill it up over the top. I'm just filling it up to basically about the top of the clay bag. I'm going to go ahead and put a lid on it, and then I'm going to forget about it for about 24 hours. So now that I'm back, I'm checking it, and oh no. Well, there was a hole somewhere in my bag, so the whole bag has been filled with water. So it should be really good to go, and I'm expecting it to be a little bit slippy on the outside, but it's probably okay. So I'm going to open it up here, I'm going to go ahead and cut a chunk off the top, and I'm going to see if I can wedge it into something a little more workable. As I expected, it's a little bit slippy, but it's not like I can't just wedge this moisture out. All in all, it was a success. So if you'd like to see a weekly art video, you can subscribe to my channel, Blue Nose Trading, and if you'd like to help support my channel, you can find me at patreon.com/BlueNoseTrading. Remember that you're important, and to go hug your friends, and I will see you guys next week.